Okay guys, RTR Imperium Surrectum. Right, we don't have any alerts, or do we? This is a very useful feature, the alerts. I've been using that a lot in my Syracuse campaign. Well, that's a personal Syracuse campaign, because I'm literally being put under siege, like 20 settlements in my current Syracuse campaign, and it's useful to find out where they all are. But we lost a battle here. Last episode, we put up a good fight. We were outnumbered. We didn't have a general. We didn't have cavalry. But still, we put up a good fight. But we claimed Taromenion. We've got a new general in Masana. And we're building up some troops. So I think we'll have enough to take out the Syracusans. That is part of our victory conditions. I mean, you can do them in any order you want. We're just going for Syracuse first because that would be the easiest and the richest area to get. The Insubres are up in northern Italy. Now I know northern Italy today is quite wealthy, but back then it wasn't so wealthy. And if we went across and attacked Epirus, we'd have to deal with a bunch of Greeks. There's a whole bunch of factions around here. We might also have to deal with some Illyrians. I actually want to play as one of the Illyrian factions because those are the ones that got the makeover in this new version. And they've got some very nice units. I mean, all the factions have nice units. We should be at an end turn. So we are. Yeah, I think there was maybe 6 new Illyrian factions added. And I do want to play as them, so the next campaign we'll put up a faction vote. We'll probably have an Iberian faction, one of the Illyrian factions, maybe someone on the edge of the map, although saying that, if we put up someone like the Sabaeans or Kush or the Sarka or the Trinovantes, it would take a long time for them to actually fight any real factions. They'd just be fighting rebels for a long time. And that wouldn't be very exciting. Ah, my spy got kicked out, and they gained troops, didn't they? I think they gained troops. I'm sure they didn't have that many in there. Syracuse and cavalry. Alright. Syracuse and hoplites. I mean, we're at number 2 to 1. They will come out of the same gate, except for the cavalry. So they'll come out one at a time. But we don't really have that many ranged units. I mean, it's a bottleneck coming out of that gate. We'll fight them. We've got companion cavalry, and now thanks to my fellow Total War YouTuber, Saul Tyre, I now know how to retrain the companion cavalry. So, thanks Saul. Those are Macedonian phalanxes. I did a Macedonian campaign back in version 3, I think it was, or maybe version 2. Version 2, I think it was. I think. Yep. See, they've got nice big stone walls around Syracuse. Bear that in mind, Creative Assembly. Bear that in mind. There's their general, the Syracusan cavalry. You won't see too many from them in this campaign. This is probably the only settlement where they can get them from. Alright, it's going to do that weird bug, I think, where it's going to give us the draw. Or are they going to come out? They have not come out there. Alright. Now, here's the thing. Click it, continue, they may not even come out of the settlement. They may, or they may not. And but if we exit at any point, it'll still give us a draw. So we'll click on continue. Now you'd expect them to come out because they outnumber us 2 to 1 and they've got better quality troops in any case. Yep, okay, some of them are going to come out. We've got some spearmen. Alright. Now you can actually make the siege tower fire. That is not them, because the Triarii do not get javelins. That's the siege tower firing into the settlement. So that's an interesting feature. As long as they are holding the equipment, you can put the equipment on fire at will. They do not have javelins. You do. So that is, look at that, firing all the way behind that tower. I suppose it could be firing on that unit, but it looks like it's actually firing all the way over that tower, doesn't it? That's some long range. And those are all free kills if we actually kill anyone, because it's all coming from the tower. There's like little ballistas up in there, just like in the original Rome Total War. They are not coming out to help their friends. The cavalry is coming out the side gates. And they're wavering. You're out of ammo. Right. I don't know if we're actually killing anyone back there or not. Let's see where those shots are going. Wow, they're going all the way out here, aren't they? Some of them as far back as there. They don't appear to really be killing anyone though. Alright. Now the tower actually has limited ammunition, so bear that in mind. They've broken. Alright, run them down. Now I've actually used that bug in Rome Remastered where I've had settlements under siege and they've sallied out, and I've literally killed off a unit, exited, then it goes back to them sallying out. I've killed off a unit, it's exited, it reloads, they send out another unit, I kill that off, and I've literally worn down entire garrisons by killing them off one at a time like this. Because it is a bug. I don't know why it happens, and I haven't seen any mod that's managed to fix it. But it'll take about a minute and a half after you start the timer for them to say quit or continue. So now if we were to exit this, it would reload with them coming out. We'd still be in the same position over here. They would just come out again. Minus one unit that we killed off. In fact, I'll demonstrate it. It should work. Ah, okay. Normally it'll say it's a draw. Clear defeat. Ah. Normally it will say it's a draw. Because they were technically supposed to sally out and defeat us. Suppose I could have ran the timer down. Right, looks like they all went into that settlement, and now They are marshalling their forces, so maybe we can get one big battle against them. You've got an extra unit, don't you? And you can't quite reach them. We do have some in here that we have to send back for retraining. If we can find anywhere to retrain them. And we should be able to send some of you out. So we didn't really take any casualties on that one. Good, you can now get units. You'll be able to get units soon. I do like the slingers though. They deal out a lot of damage. Yeah, no more cavalry coming. Ah, not in my Syracuse campaign they weren't. It is fairly common to get protectorates, but it's also fairly common for protectorates to backstab their masters. Usually quite quickly. Now I should also mention that the Greek city-states, whilst they are on the map, they are not playable. Apparently there was a vote amongst the modding team and they were not included in the playable factions. However, just like in the original Rome Total War, you can go into the game files and make them a playable faction. Everything you need to do is basically already in the map. You just need to take them out of the unplayable section, place them in the playable section, and then delete them from the unplayable section. So I may do that because I do want to do a Greek city campaign, because they're all over the map, all over the place those Greeks are, and that would be a tough one, trying to defend settlements. You'd be fighting a very diverse bunch of factions, literally from the start.
A most generous proposal.
Right, they've got money. Come on, honey, give me some money.
A most generous proposal.
Thank you. In fact, there should be some Greek city-states around there. Ooh, look, Greek city-states. In fact, how many regions do they have? See, they have the map info because they're everywhere. Maybe about 25, 30.
Would you consider...
No, I will then go ahead and sell it. Oh, you're bankrupt, aren't you? Still, you'll have some money.
Regretfully, we must decline.
Cheapskates. What units do they have? Nothing unique in there.
Without delay. Noble master.
Alright. Who do we have there? I think we already talked to you.
I shall speak with them at once.
Regretfully, we must decline.
Then keep heading east. Not that we're ever going to be able to trade with anyone out here, but I like exploring the map.
Your command.
That's always fun.
Your honor. At once.
Ah, we did get some metallic units, well, native units. Alright, replacing you, replacing you, replacing you, you. Can we get a unit there? Yes, we can. Now we need to put a military building in here. That would probably give us hoplites, wouldn't it? We can usually get more missile units. Don't have that much money left now. Bowie up there. Let me get a unit at Rome. Send up there. I want to discourage them. What can we get that's cheap? Right, we should have enough for one more building somewhere. Something cheap. Now we could raise your taxes a little. Could raise your taxes, but then there wouldn't be any growth. We want to maintain some growth. Yeah, you won't have any growth. That one we can get away with. No, you're actually losing population. Send them some slaves. There we go. Actually, you don't have a building in there for our culture. You need to rectify that. But in the next episode, in fact, we can send you over there. See what's going on. Right. It's a large army, including elephants. 2 elephants. 2 units of elephants. From Carthage. There's the Craggers. They only start with 1 settlement, I think. Yeah, we need to neutralise those 2 forces. That one's not selling, so 3 and 2. Again, they can only get 2 units out per turn. Well, a unit every 2 turns.